Hello everyone. Welcome to my class on Romantic Period. I am Professor Jaspreet Kaur, Associate Professor, Postgraduate Department of English, Cultural Studies and Foreign Languages at Khalsa College, Patiala. Let us know the Romantic age means the time span of Romantic period. Though there are different views, but Margaret Drabble described it in literature as taking place roughly between 1770 and 1848. M.H. Abrams placed it between 1789 or 1798, this latter a very typical view, and about 1830, perhaps a little later than some other critics. In other fields and other countries, the period dominated as romantic can be considered different. Musical romanticism, for example, is generally regarded as only having ceased as a major artistic force as late as 1910. Let us understand what does the word romantic mean. Arthur O. Lovejoy has argued impressively that the word romantic has come to mean so many things that by itself it means nothing. It has ceased to perform the function of a verbal sign. He writes, the romantic ideas were in large part heterogeneous, logically independent, and sometimes essentially antithetic to one another in their implications. Let us now understand what does the word romanticism mean. Romanticism is the expression in terms of art of sharpened sensibilities and heightened imaginative feelings. Emotion and imagination are the bedrock of romanticism. The essence of romantic spirit lies in the combination of strangeness allied with beauty. Let us see what critics have to say about romantic period. Peter Kitson considered the romantic character in art as consisting in the addition of strangeness to beauty. He said, the desire of beauty being a fixed element in every artistic organization, it is the addition of curiosity to this desire of beauty that constitutes the romantic temper. Now, the context of Romanticism. Let us now contextualize the Romantic age. Romanticism came in the wake of two revolutions, the American Revolution and the French Revolution, and it accompanied the Industrial Revolution. Although the three revolutions converged, the Industrial Revolution altered Britain in many ways. Due to the growing demand of wool, sheep farming increased. Poor people, finding unable to survive in the country, moved to rapidly growing industrial cities in search of livelihood. Reaction against reason. In his essay on the Ancient Mariner, William Emerson wrote, a basic impulse of romantics was to escape from the 18th century, their enlightened parent, in fact, so as to experience it only through history and travel books, the variety of the world. The Romantic poets recognized the claims of passion, emotion, and the sense of mystery in life. They replaced the critical by the creative spirit and the wit by humor and pathos. Let us look at the characteristics of Romantic poetry. The poetry of the Romantic revival is in direct contrast to the characteristics cultivated by the 18th century neoclassical poets. W.J. Long writes, "The Romantic movement was marked and is always marked by a strong reaction and protest against the bondage of rule and custom, which in science and theology, as well as in literature, generally tend to fetter the free human spirit." Interest in country life. In the poetry of the Romantic revival, the interest of the poets was transformed from town to country life and from artificial decorations of drawing rooms to natural beauty and loveliness of nature. William Wordsworth was a great poet who revealed the physical and spiritual beauty of nature to those who could not see any charm in nature. Humanitarianism. Romantic poets started taking interest in the lives of the common people, the shepherds and the cottagers. They did not write about the gallant lords and gay butterflies of fashion just as the neoclassical poets did. A feeling of humanitarianism colored the poetry of Wordsworth, Shelley, and Keats. Liberty and freedom. Emphasis on individual liberty and freedom was stressed on. Romantics were rebels against tyranny and brutality exercised by tyrants over human beings, crushed by poverty and smashed by inhuman laws. Freedom is the breath in which Romantic poets breathed freely. Escape to Middle Ages. Feeling suffocated with the tyranny, squalor, and ugliness of the materialistic life of their age, a few Romantic poets sought escape to the Middle Ages. In the Middle Ages, they found the essential elements of Romantic spirit like curiosity and love of beauty. This escape to the Middle Ages, their emotional sense of strangeness, wonder, and the intellectual sense of curiosity got satisfied. Imagination and emotion. In Romantic poetry, reason and intellect were subdued, and imagination, passion, and emotion took its place. The imaginative flight of genius bordered on empyrean heights unscaled by the poets of the previous neoclassical age. Supernaturalism. Supernaturalism is another outstanding quality of Romantic poetry. A sense of wonder and mystery was imparted to poetry by S.T. Coleridge and Scott. This age was given the sobriquet of the Renaissance of Wonder. Another important feature of Romantic poetry is subjectivity. The poets of this period were in favor of giving subjective interpretation to the objective realities of life. W.J. Long writes, "The Romantic movement was the expression of individual genius rather than of established rules." And Lucas says it was an expression of id. Variety in poetry. W.J. Long writes, "When we read Alexander Pope, for instance, we have a general impression of sameness. But in the work of best romanticists, there is endless variety. To read them is like passing through a new village, meeting a score of different human types, and finding in each one something to love or to remember. Another unique quality of romantic poetry is lyricism. In romantic poetry, lyricism predominates, and the poets wrote poems which are fine lyrics, full of melody and sweetness of tone. In this way, these poets were entirely opposite to the heroic couplet of the neoclassical age. Simple style. Romantic poets wrote poems in a simple language. Instead of the inflated language and artificial expression of the neoclassic poets, romantics have a spontaneous expression and a more natural diction. Let us form an overview with this quote by W.J. Long. He writes, "Poetry of Romanticism is characterized by the protest against the bondage of rules, the return to nature and the human heart, the interest in old sagas and medieval romances as suggestive of a heroic age, the sympathy with the toilers of the world, the emphasis upon individual genius, and the return to Milton and the Elizabethans, instead of to Pope and Dryden for literary models." Thank you so much for watching this presentation.